And welcome back, guys. As you can see, I'm still in our little safety location. Just want to run quickly through what we're going to be doing today. We are going to be mostly doing some caving. But while we're doing caving, before you run off and leave on me, uh, we are going to be talking about the village and future plans for it. Because very shortly, and I mean very shortly, like if not next episode, then probably the episode after that, we're going to be back in the village. And the reason why, what did I have this for? Oh, that was for the track. Never mind. The reason why is because I have some good news about it and some bad news about it. Good news, we're going to be working on it, and there's going to be some serious progress made on it. I have nothing to block that with. Bad news, I'll just take this, I guess, is I went to the village, and turns out our villagers are gone. Like, gone. Just vanished. I'm not sure how, because all of the doors and whatnot that are on the actual buildings are still there. Like, they're not, like, bashed in or zombie attacked or anything. So that, to me, gives me the impression that there was no siege or anything. However, I have no coal. Okay, I'll take the charcoal, I guess. Do I have it? Yes. I didn't hear it click there. That was weird. Anyways, sorry, I'm a little off topic. Do I have any wood? I do, but it's all up there, isn't it? Damn it. Alright, right, so the villagers are gone, and I'm not entirely sure how. I know zombies didn't get them, or at least they didn't break down the doors. However, I do know we did see that one time where the villager was underneath one of our man-made homes, or like our fashioned bunker homes, which kind of leads me to believe that maybe they've glitched through that and somehow either suffocated or got locked into a place they can't get out of. But I didn't even hear them, so I'm not entirely sure what happened to them. But we don't have to worry too much because we do have the zombie spawner like right there. So we know that we can still remake them, reproduce them, rebuild. We don't have to worry about oh, I don't need to do that. I'm gonna need a crafting bench with me, and I'll need a furnace because we're gonna go caving. Furnace there. We know we don't have to worry about the repopulation because we do have the zombie spawner there to actually allow us to do so. That's why we'll just block it off. Get in line. Get some lag going. So with the zombie spawner there, we can repopulation after we've built the village. And that's something I want to talk to you about. With the destruction of the villagers themselves, it's made me realize that I can't use the bunker homes. Because they do glitch through the floor. And I want to make sure that they don't, I don't lose them to that. So as a result, we're going to have to change up the format of how the homes are designed. And I'm not entirely sure what kind of design I'm going to do, but I'm going to take this opportunity to overhaul the entirety of the village. Not just the houses, but the layout, the size of it, everything. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do to it yet. I'll bring you back once I've got like nice concrete design. Like after this, I'm going to be doing a lot of off-camera just trying out builds and stuff like that, seeing what I can do. But anyways, that's what I'm going to be doing. I think what I'm going to probably end up doing is, in addition to the rebrand, is I'll probably make like a simple house, but not like bunker. Like if you remember how the bunker's laid out, it's got like it has the reinforced sections and then the wooden sections. So it's like you have reinforced, 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 and then so you only have like a few spots for windows and stuff. I want to try and design a house that doesn't have much of that, so that I can have a large variation. Like I can have the same house over and over and over again, but this one has an extra window here, or has like a window box. So this one has a balcony, maybe. Maybe this one's 2 floors. This one here has a garden off of it. This one here has like a porch or something. So to give it some variety. So it's essentially the same core house, but with different add-ons almost, to make it so that they're not the same. I found this while I was digging, and I'm not entirely sure how far it goes or what's going on. I do know that this way is a dead end. Sorry about that. But I don't know what goes this way. I know water's here, and that's why I stopped. We need iron, we need coal, we need pretty much everything we can get our hands on. Okay, so that's a giant hole. Can I get up here? I can. Right, so the village. And I want to kind of create like a new style. I don't want to use the bunkers. They're too restrictive. That looks like it dead ends. But I also don't want to just abandon the bunkers or abandon the village altogether. We're still going to have it center around the monolith. There's too much built in the shard to just redo it. That's a zombie. I hear zombies. I don't see zombies. So this dead ends. It doesn't look like it goes, like there's no upwards or anything. Maybe are the zombies below me? Is that a possibility? Always a possibility. We're playing Minecraft. Come on. Some iron there and some coal there. So let's grab this stuff. We'll worry about finding the zombies if we ever do. For all I know, they could be outside. It's possibly night by now. I found this cave by when I was digging the connection point there. I kept hearing zombies. And only zombies, which is weird. So it kind of makes me believe that there might be another zombie spawner floating around. If there is, ridiculously lucky on our part. I'm not entirely sure what we'll do with one here. I know the one back at the village will be used as a villager repopulation. Definitely now. Which means we'll have to set up a nether shard pretty soon. Because we'll need brewing. And another reason to go mining, because we'll need a lot of gold apples too. And I think they only need the basic gold apple. But I'm not sure, honestly. I've never really done it. Like I did, but I only did it kind of occasionally. Just for giggles. That was a waste of a torch, I realized this. I will fix it. Anyways. Yeah, so we will have to rework the design. I want it more of a natural layout. Like I don't want to have here's the nice square OCD compliant layout that we have. I'm going to retrofit that, make it more organic. And I'm going to use the method I actually use when I do playing for villages in D&D. Or Dungeons and Dragons, if you're not familiar with that. And essentially what it is you start by placing a road. This is the main road, in and out, which is quite nice, quite easy. Simple way of doing it. Is that all there was to that? There's nothing on the ceiling? Oh, there's iron right there. Let's grab that. Oh, there's iron right here. Jeez. So you place the road, and then once you place the road, you figure out what are the key buildings for that village. And in our village, it's not close enough to a large body of water to be any use. It has the ravine, so it could theoretically be a mining. Like you think of the theme. What is the village's purpose? What would it be naturally there? And truth be told, to ours, it's probably just a farm village. I mean, it's in the middle of a plains biome. It's got some animals floating around. Logic would say it's probably farming. So I'd have like a key building would be like a windmill or some sort of mill that would be used to mill the wheat into flour, right? Then you need to have a blacksmith because you're probably going to have horses and whatnot. And farmers need to have the tools and implements and stuff to do their farming and stuff. So it starts to expand outward from there. But those key buildings would be, I would probably design them in a creative world, build them in place on specific locations, whereas the rest of it, all the houses and stuff, would more just be kind of shotgunned. Kind of, let's stick one here, let's put one there, and then loosely kind of define the border just by expanding out. And then from that, that's really all there is to it. So it's going to be a lot of building on the fly, and it's not going to be so much of I want a building here, I want a building there, and have the foundations in place. It'll be literally, this is the monolith, and then I'll be like, well, I want the windmill here, and we'll put the blacksmith there, and we'll put like this will be the market square around it, so we'll put like a tailor there, and like we'll put like maybe a guard central post or something over there. Maybe we'll put a church over here, and then just literally shotgun houses in wherever they fit. That type of an effect. That's what I'm going for. I'm going to try to get. So it's less organized, more organic, but there's still logic, because that's how villages were built, right? Because they did have logic. Okay, that's it for this room. Aha, cool. I knew there was still more. They would place key buildings that they needed in logical places and then fill in the rest with whatever. And then when it comes to putting a wall around it, because I want to keep the villagers safe, I haven't decided whether or not I want to do the full wall like we did with our citadel, or if I want to do like the half wall like we did up on that one wall of citadel, where it's just 1.5 blocks high. Oh. So I'm not entirely sure what I want to do with it. And I think what I'm going to actually do is not plan for the wall until I've actually built the village. And then, depending on how big the village is, I don't have any water with me. So I can't. That's treacherous. Oh, I hear a skeleton. That's even more treacherous. Yeah, so depending on how big the village actually gets, will determine what type of wall it gets. It must be night. I must be hearing night. Am I close enough to the surface? Yeah, I'm 54. That's close enough to the surface to hear them. Yeah, so the size of the village will determine what type of wall we do. If we do like the low wall, we can make it much more organic shaped and follow the contours of the village a little bit better. Whereas if we do the big wall, it kind of has to be square or else it looks ridiculous because it doesn't bend very well. It's the biggest problem with that wall. Okay, let's start to cover some of this in. Just so the iron and stuff doesn't just fall into it. Should have more, don't I? No, I have no other. I haven't been doing much in the way of cobble mining, have I? Should have brought more. What level am I on here? 30. So I'm still too high for diamonds and stuff. We'll probably end up finding another cave, depending on how long this one takes to mine out. I can still hear zombies. There's no way I'm close enough to the surface now to hear them. Right? That can't be a thing. There's got to be a cave nearby still. Ooh, this could get dangerous now. This is risky. Take it. Aha. Somehow I win. There's a lot of iron over there. Skirt around, skirt up. There we go. Let's grab the iron as delicately as possible. And we have the coal. The coal shouldn't fall into the lava. Now, like I said, I'll be doing a lot of planning off. I don't know whether or not we'll be placing any of the houses, but I do know that everything will be probably built on camera. Like, because the houses will be placed and then without like no foundation or no planning, just kind of placed wherever I feel I should have a house or want to put a house. I'll probably end up building 90% of the village on camera, and when we start the building of the village, we'll probably be there for a long time. Like, truthfully, we probably won't see the citadel for a bit. Like, when we started the village was the beginning of the series. Then we moved to the citadel, and we haven't been back there in like episodes and episodes. I don't even know the right episode number, but I want to say at least 10 to 15 episodes. Like half the series we've been here. Whoop! Ow. Jerk. That's irritating. There we go. It's a little better. Oh, I can use that to fill this stuff in, can't I? There we go. And then we'll just do this. Anyways, so I don't know how much of the village will be built at one time. I don't know whether or not it'll be the next episode or whether or not it will be the episodes following that. All I do know is that it will be soon. Within the next few episodes, it will be started. We'll be back at the village. Whether or not we're building anything in there, I don't know. We may just be demolishing, or maybe I'll be showing. Maybe I'll demolish all off camera. That's probably a better idea, because all of the buildings that are built will have to be destroyed, because they're all bunker-based buildings, and they don't work apparently. So that's all there is to this. Damn. Well, I can hear zombies. Let's see if we can't dig towards the zombies. Oh, I don't have much of a pick left, do I? Ah. When you're digging towards zombies, for exploration purposes, it is best to just use a stone pick. It's ever so slightly slower, yes, but it's cheaper. Ridiculously cheaper. Now, where are they? Make some noise. Come on. So you are over this direction then. Yeah, they're over that way. I don't know whether or not they're above or below us. But let's find out, shall we? A little bit of sound horn. Put our ear to the wall. Anybody? I don't know. It's really hard to tell. Maybe I'll just go out and find a new cave. We're pretty close to actually the episode ending. So, how did I get in here? That way. Yeah, so now you know the plans for the village and stuff. You know what's going to be going on. We're probably going to be... I might even take the time to actually bring this over. This is the tunnel that will lead to the village. So I may take the time... It staircases up a long way. To bring this way over to the village so we have a fast track. Or, truth be told, I know what this level is. This level is perfectly straight. So if we dug straight this way, we would get to the village to connect perfectly with the village shard. And that's another reason, is that the shard is not a home base, right? It's a shard. Ooh, iron. So when everything is said and done, its true purpose is to act as a core mine and have access to the village to trade with. So we don't really need a huge village to do that, right? It's not necessary to have this massive village to trade with just for a few emeralds. That honestly, I don't even know what we're going to do with. I guess trade with the villagers. Truthfully, most of the villagers aren't really for the emeralds. They're for the ability to get rid of some of the crap. Like, the cleric was a nice one because it would actually allow us to get rid of the zombie flesh. Now, with the villagers gone and us repopulating, I don't know what type of villagers we're going to get. I have to do some research. And then once I know what villagers we can get out of curing the zombie plague, curing the zombie villagers, then I'll build the appropriate buildings for them. So if we can't get a librarian, there's going to be no library. If we can't get a priest, there's going to be no church. I may just make like a little shrine anyways, but I also don't know whether or not I'm going to try and focus more on a dwarven style or what kind of style of the buildings they are. But either way, if you're not there next episode, then we'll be there the episode after that. But, yeah, so we're going to call it there. I guess I'll see you when I see you.